And it says connecting. It doesn't say we're live.
We're live here. Hi, everyone.
Yes. It says it shut down. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Thursday. I'm Reverend Mary, and with me is Reverend Bryan.
Hi.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We will be taking your tarot questions and doing 3-card, more or less, spreads. And before we get started, let me go over our rules. We're not lawyers, so we don't give legal advice. We're not medical professionals, so we don't give medical advice. And we can't predict the outcome of any world conflicts.
And we do not predict the sex of your offspring. Congratulations. But that's not what we do.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. And also, we would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the Right Reverend Jason Hikerell and his family on the loss of his brother. Our hearts are with you.
Most definitely.
And hello to Jade and Renee in the chat room. How are y'all this evening?
It was a very, very southern y'all.
I am a very, very southern person with a very, very southern accent.
That is true.
Living in New England for 3 years did nothing for it.
I only know one person who somehow managed to lose his Texas accent, and it's not my husband, by living in Brooklyn as long as he did. And I think the most useful thing he ever did was leave politics and go back to Texas. See you later.
And Renee has asked for a general reading to see if her luck gets better. Alrighty, Renee. And good evening, Ed. Good to see you.
Is he providing toys? It's going to be that kind of night. What can I say?
All right. Ed says pleasurable evening, and Bryan said, is he providing toys? Well, he is running Gaia Thrift, so
Not
I know they have
toys.
So they do have several games in stock, Bryan.
I think the most useful thing that was not clothing that I got at the thrift store, believe it or not, was a pre-used Rubik's Cube because it was almost solved. Like somebody gave up on it and donated it at the thrift store.
You picked up a beautiful roll top desk for $25.
Oh, you did mention that.
Okay, let's get Renee her reading and get Bryan's mind back on track.
It's on the track. Off it goes.
You're switching us around because that's how we tend to face.
It is fascinating. All right, you want me to go first?
Yeah, I got one more shuffle here.
Okay. So the first card I pulled there we go, is the Knight of Swords. So I think with your luck, it's focusing more, Renee, focusing on what you need to change or what needs to be changed, because you have to have the will to make your luck change. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Okay. The second card I pulled is the Six of Swords. So again, part of your luck changing, Renee, is letting go of the things that haven't gone right recently. So focusing and letting go of the things that have not gone right. However, your idea of luck, I feel, is comparing it to other people's luck. So the last card I have is the Nine of Pentacles, which is talking about indulging yourself and being aware of what you have while not comparing it to the material gains of others. So I would say the biggest part of this is just focusing on yourself and not on what others around you have that you don't. So I hope that's helpful.
Okay, so the first card I have for you is Time. And this card talks about how time comes in cycles. And the advice of this card is even if things are not going very well right now, the cycle will change. Then I've got the King of Cups. And the advice of the King of Cups for you is to enjoy the moment. So look for what is going right. I have the Four of Swords, which is talking about taking a time out, take a little bit of a rest. And I pulled one more card for you, and I got the Hierophant. And with the Hierophant, we want to go to our higher selves for guidance. So overall, I would say you might be in a bit of a pause right now, Renee. But remember, everything is a cycle. And also go to your higher self for guidance and see if there is something you need to be doing to manifest more of whatever it is you want in your life. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. And does anyone else want a reading?
Mary, I think you know about my little work situation with the big
No.
U. Would you mind giving me a reading on just how the temperament will go into the next week, if it'll even out
Certainly.
a little less desk hiding?
Alrighty. So the feels around or the
Office vibes.
atmosphere, huh?
Office vibes.
Office vibes for the next week.
There we go.
You are welcome, Renee.
I sure need. Trust me, if I could burn sage in that office, I would, but I'll set off the fire alarms. And I'm the fire warden. Don't need that.
Yeah, that might not be a good thing.
No.
You could sprinkle hematite here and there.
I've thought about that. When I worked at City Hall, I had like sage in a spray bottle, like a perfume bottle, and that worked. So I might have to go to my local shop and get some more of that.
All righty. Hi, Jody Ray.
Hi, Jody.
All right, Bryan. So the first card I got for you is the King of Wands. So I'm thinking there is going to be a lot of passion running around the office, but you're in control of it.
Yay.
My next card is the Hermit, which means
taking more solitude under my desk.
We are doing well, Jody Ray. I hope you are too. I would say if you can isolate yourself from emotions running high, that would be good. And sage spray and getting the little hematite chips and sprinkling them here and there. And then finally, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I think overall, since it is a work situation, things are going to come out well.
Yeah. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Mary. So that's how it works, folks. You ask us questions. If we know you real well, we might give sarcastic answers.
Yes.
I love this card.
Back it up a little. What deck is this?
This is the Friends Tarot.
Okay. I thought so.
Well, I did take Sissy to go see the Friends building.
Cool. Yeah, we can do a reading for you, Jody Ray.
Anything? Sure.
Of course, Bryan is using the Friends Tarot, and that one tends to have a skewed sense of humor.
Yep. Well, I put the literal cards away for Pride Month. Thought it was for the best.
Yeah, the literal cards that just said, yes, your new project will be a success if you work hard at it. Like, okay, I was hoping for some more specific advice, but you know.
Sometimes it just be like that. All right. I can go first if you want.
Okay.
So the first card that I pulled is the Three of Swords. So I feel like previously you've gone through maybe a season of rejection or pain. That isn't to say right now that you're going through it, but at some point. Followed by the Star, which is about hope. So, bad things happen, and you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you find your inspiration and your healing, and, things are getting better. But I do get the sense that during this period of rejection and pain and then hope and renewal, there's actually a chapter ending and sort of closing there for you, which means that whatever this conflict is that you went through and then have been healing through, it's coming to an end. And once it comes to its full end, don't flip back to that chapter. Learn from it, make notes of it so that you can grow in the future. But let that chapter of the book be over. And start the new one as a fresh start. And I'm going to pull one more on what that fresh start might be, because I don't like weird stuff like that. I feel like you have a new passion or a new communication project coming on, something that requires some intense focus. So yeah, whatever this is that has happened, let it end, and then whatever this new thing is that's coming your way, let that take some of your focus for a while. So I hope that's helpful.
All right. The first card I've got for you is Three of Pentacles. So this means getting recognition for your work. Then I have the Eight of Lamps. The lamps is the suit of magic and spirituality. As you can see, the woman is levitating. So this means gaining control over your magical or psychical abilities. And then finally, I've got the Three of Wands. And this indicates moving forward, but by getting the help from someone else. So overall, I see it that you are moving into a really good period. You're going to be recognized for what you're doing, and you're going to be accomplishing things, and look for help from someone. So I hope that's helpful, Jody Ray. And next, we've got Marianne. It says, hello from Australia. I'm on the list to study in August. Can I get a general reading, please? All righty.
All right.
I'm glad it was helpful, and you're very welcome, Jody Ray.
It has been a week, Marianne. That is for sure. Feelings, 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 feelings. My favorite. All right. Would you like me to go first?
Yes, I'm still shuffling.
That's fine. I shuffle, but while I talk. All right. So, first card I have is the Queen of Pentacles. So right now, just allow your abundance to flow naturally. I feel like you have everything you need. Things are good. Yes, Elvis, do you have something you'd like to say about the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, okay. Oh, so, shush. You have everything you need. You should feel as content as one can be in the world we live in. However, there's also some with the Ace of Pentacles, which is the second card, some abundance and manifestation that is within your grasp, right? There's always something new and shiny out there that someone wants or someone needs or someone wants to do something better. So there's nothing wrong with that. However, the third card I pulled is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's to say that while you have everything you need and there might be something out there that's new and shiny, is it worth the risk when you're comfortable right now? So I would say to weigh your options and, it's up to you really. Do you want to remain comfortable or do you want to take a risk for something new and shiny? But I always say take a risk and go look at something new and shiny. But it's up to you. Right, Elvis?
Okay. So, Marianne, I started out with two cards jumping out from the deck. The first one is the Sun. So, this is a card of good fortune, meaning things are going to be going very well for you. The other one is the Three of Lamps, and this is talking about working together in community to accomplish things either spiritually and or magic. And then I went ahead and drew three more for you. The first one is the Lovers, which means you have a choice in front of you. And given the other two cards, I don't think it is anything to do with romance. I feel like it has something to do around working within your community. I have the Ace of Swords, which also often relates to a decision. And in this case, it says act. So don't hold it back. When you're faced with the decision, go with your gut and go for it. And finally, I have got the Princess of Lamps, which is also talking about perfecting your spiritual growth. So that is what I'm seeing for you right now, Marianne, and I hope that was helpful. And hi, Elvis, I can see your cute tail.
She's here.
Hi, dear kitty cat. Are you going to start beating up Daddy and telling him it's can o'clock?
She better not. She got 40 minutes.
Is your husband there with you, Jody Ray? Because we don't do readings if the person isn't with you.
We have lots of rules, but it's to protect us.
It's because Bryan's picky.
Also, I'd rather not get sued.
All right. Yes, since Jack is there with you, we'll be happy to do a reading.
Did you not read about maybe it's not in Tennessee, but in New York there was some case law about someone who read cards for someone who didn't give consent, and it's sort of always stuck in my mind. But then again, I'm a nerd like that.
You're a nerd like that. In Tennessee, it's sort of like you went to a tarot card reader and you thought it was real.
New York's a little nicer. They're like, oh, you went to a tarot reader. Oh, but they didn't tell you to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge, now did they?
Basically, you are welcome, Marianne. I'm glad it's useful for you.
All right. First card I have for Jack is the Chariot, or in this case, the yellow taxicab that Phoebe owns. So I see a lot of forward progress and a lot of victory, either recently or in the past, but a lot of like forward progress. And I think you are the bigger you are your biggest driver, which is always good. Now, they were on a break. So the lovers. This also came up for Jody, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, it came up for
Marianne.
Marianne.
But the lovers isn't always about love. Now we both know that you are married. However, this is about choices. But it's also about choices that people make together in partnership, whether it be romantic or work. So whatever progress you've been making, it is because of partnerships and relationships that help drive you, right? However, with choices comes more choices. Lots of choices. But this is different kinds of choices. This is which one of these cups do I really want? And there's always one. I don't know what it is in this one. What is that? Is that a ghost?
It looks like ghost tea to me.
Looks like a ghost tampon. Anyway, um, look. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the green face.
Oh. No, I was looking at the yeah. Anyway, so more choices, right? But this is about choices that are emotional, where the major is more intertwined. So I would say in this one, I think the two of you have been arguing over going on a trip for some reason. So I don't know. One of you is a beach person, or one of you is I burn lightly in the sun kind of person. So with choices comes compromise, an emotional compromise. So treat yourself, but compromise. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, that card freaks me out. I saw a ghost tampon.
What's in the water bottle, bro?
Oh, just that red berry sour patch stuff. Nothing fun.
Okay, so the first card I have is the Chariot. So, yeah, a lot of movement and progress here. The next card I have for you, Jack, is the Sun, which is a card of good fortune. And then I've got the Soul. And this is a card talking about what life lessons are you learning right now. So look at your current situation and ask yourself what the universe is trying to teach you right now. Because if you don't learn it right now, the universe is going to keep showing you the same lessons until you do get it. And I hope that's helpful. Oh, Brian, Marianne says Sour Patch what?
Oh, it's made by the Ghost company. It's like a hydration packet. It just makes it red.
And he drinks it in a white shirt. He's brave.
Very brave. I didn't think of that, but now that you probably said it, they're probably not going to drink anymore.
Jinx.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay, so I hope that is helpful for Jack. Dan, does anybody else have a question for us?
Elvis, do you have any questions?
Cats know everything. They never have questions.
Oh, she does have a question.
What's that?
I don't know. What?
You are welcome, Jody Ray.
Just a statement, I guess.
Americans have all the yummy things I'm going to search for, says Marianne.
What do they? They have something in Australia that we don't have here. What the hell? What is it? It's so.
Vegemite.
No, we have that. I mean, it's from there, but we have it. No, it's some weird candy flavor. It's some weird. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Marianne, we have all the yummy things chock full of calories.
Oh yeah, they have these like lifesavers that are both chocolate and pineapple. It's really good.
All right. That's a
Yeah.
new one on me.
Yep.
All right. Does anyone else have a question for us? Okay. Well, Bryan shared with me earlier he's got to be up early in the morning, so I'm going to throw this out. If we usually go to the top of the hour, but if nobody's asking us questions, we will end early tonight.
Tis the busy season for us queers. I was
It's
at all.
busy for us allies too.
That's true. Well, last Friday I was up in Albany. Yesterday I was up in Montrose, New York, which is irrelevant to you, but way above city, outside of the city limits of New York City. And tomorrow I have to be out in the middle of nowhere, Long Island, at 8:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
But I love a work field trip.
Marianne says, thank you so much. Have a terrific time. Happy Pride.
Thank you.
It just dawned on me. I can call myself a queer grandma.
Or just a grandma.
Well,
I did meet the coordinator at where I was at for work the other day. She gives queer grandma vibe. She has purple hair too. She made me think of
well,
you.
okay. Or I should, well, one of my grandchildren is queer. So,
Yeah,
yes.
that's true. Damn, now I'm looking at all this Australian candy thanks to you.
Okay, last call. Does anyone else have a question for us? And here comes Fluffy. He has a question. Yes, we do.
Had to come down to the wire, Fluffy. Elvis, would you like to talk to Fluffy? Huh?
Well, since Fluffy, is part wolf, I don't know if Elvis would get along with Fluffy. Elvis says, "Hi, Daddy. I love you. It's 10 o'clock."
You gotta talk to Fluffy first.
Aussie Care Pack.
Yes,
Aussie
please.
Care Package. Love it.
Yes, please. Hi, kid. All right, Elvis, you want to tap the cards? Tap. Good girl. What's that?
On the back burner, my best friend and I have an urban fantasy. One of our characters reads cards in a metaphysical shop,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a cat that will hop on the table and tap on particularly significant.
Oh, do either of your grandchildren have a Nintendo Switch?
I don't think it's a Switch, but I'm not positive.
Anyway,
Why?
there's a video game that has tarot cards. It's a very slow paced game. Anybody can play it. You read actual tarot cards and also design your own as part of the game. So anyway, I'll have to send it to you.
Fluffy!
Whoa,
I swear, you and Bryan tonight.
I didn't do anything. That was Fluffy.
Yeah, Bryan's been making off color comments. Then Fluffy hops on and says, "Oh, I'd like to tap that."
Well, thanks. So the first card up is the Five of Swords. So that's to say that if you've been doing very good right now, Fluffy, when I suppose you are, you gotta share. Sharing is caring, Fluffy. Not that I think you have a problem with that, but just like really asking yourself, like, if you're doing really good right now, what is it at the cost of? There's something that you're not doing or prioritizing that you should. So I don't know what that is yet, but maybe we'll find out. And as always, Fluffy, I pulled the Magician. So you're always coming up with something. You're always manifesting something. You're always doing something or working on something. So I think what's coming up with that, the two of those cards together, is to refocus your energy on one or two particular projects, not 12. You can do all 12, but maybe start with 2 and finish them, but then do the other 10. But I'm guilty of that too. So that's not shade, that's just how life be. You too, Mary.
Who, me?
No. And the third card I pulled is the King of Swords. So, all the power lies in the mind. We all know this. Anyone who reads cards or is in the spiritual community and the pagan community with us knows that the most powerful thing we have is our minds, but also the worst enemy we have is our minds. So I really think that this reading is speaking to just focusing your energy in one or two things and then doing one of my favorite things, which is making a list and checking things off as you go. Getting organized. Tink. So I hope that's helpful.
Marianne wants the name of that game.
Oh, Hold on.
Okay, so the first card I got for you, Fluffy, is the Ace of Pentacles. So things are going very well for you in the material world. Then I've got the Hermit. So listen to your gut in your situation. If there's somebody telling you to do something else, follow your gut. And then I got the Prince of Swords. So we got air and fire together. So there's an awful lot of energy around you. And that takes a lot of will to focus it. So focus, focus, focus.
So anyway, the name of the game is the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. And yes, Fluffy, focus.
Fluffy focus, Marianne, Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. All right. Anybody else got anything for us tonight? Or we'll let Bryan surprise the cat with early cans and go to bed.
That part.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for Tarot Thursday. We will be back next week. Same time, same tarot time, same tarot channel. And blessed be everyone.